The following reaction contains pausing. Yes, pausing. That thing reactors do when they want to speak, process, or think. If you're allergic to interruptions, commentary, or the sound of something other than the original video, please consult your doctor before watching. All complaints about pausing will be lovingly ignored, printed out, and fed to a goat. That goat will not be held responsible for any salt-induced health issues. Remember, this is a reaction, not a Netflix screening. Thank you, and enjoy the content, unless you're already typing in the comments. In that case, get a job.
Surely you don't need this knife to be cutting celery, like is all I'm saying. Oh yeah, he's got the new employee, his former fuck buddy, maybe still fuck buddy. I don't know where they are right now. Bro teleported in like a ghost.
ลืมไว้อะเดี๋ยวเอาให้ผมเริ่มจากอะไรก่อนดีครับลุงจิมคุณแน่ใจใช่ไหมว่าคุณทำไหวอะงานหนักนะ
Hey yo, what are we talking about? What is he handling? No, I'm joking.
คุณไม่ต้องห่วงผมหรอก คนอย่างผมอะนะ
I'm sorry, bro. If the dirty jokes will never stop on my channel, it's just that's the part of my life. That's just part of my soul. I'm gonna make dirty jokes. Well, it's not my fault. They fucked in the first. Not even on the first date. They fucked 5 seconds into knowing each other. So let me make some dirty jokes. Bro's definitely hungry, but not for food. If you're not joking.
ว่าจะติดรถไปด้วยซะหน่อยมึงเดินกลับกับกูนี่แหละเห็นปะไปแล้วเธอเฮ้ยเธอแต่อย่าลืมนะ1
Oh, is that his girlfriend?
จัดไปเฮ้ยมึงกลับร้านเร็วจังวะม.6 แล้วไม่เหรอไม่มีเรียนพิเศษหรอวะไปเรียนจริงปะเนี่ย
I'm gonna be straight up. I thought that was his older sister. They do not look the same age.
ติดมึงเป็นล้านซะหน่อยแต่ว่าถูกหวยก็คือมึงอ่ะตายมาก
No, oh yeah, because he like they ran into each other when they were having the one night stand. Bro's like, why is your fucking one night stand here right now?
เร็วพี่ลุงไม่มีใครล้างจานเลยเนี่ยมึงก็ล้างดิวะไอ้เล้งยังไงลุงผมจำหน้าพี่เขาได้นะ
Yeah.
เรื่องของผู้ใหญ่
It's like don't get into adult business right now. You just go to school, do your thing. I'm really yeah, you're definitely friends, I'll tell you that much. But I am really interested how his nephew came to live with him, like that whole backstory.
ก็เดี๋ยวมึงเอาข้าวไปกินด้วยดิกินจนเบื่อแล้วลุงเราก็อยากไปมีเรื่องกับใครอีกอ่ะเลิกพูดได้ปะรำคาญ
He's such a teenager. I'm sure there's like some trauma, but he's the most teenager character like a real proper teenager. This kid acts like he's, you know, he's got like a chip on his shoulder. You know, he gets annoyed quickly, short-tempered, like most teenager character I've ever seen in any like of these shows. I'm sure there's a reason for it, obviously, but teenagers are just like that as well. Chip on their shoulders. Bro, leave me alone. Like, I know this is all because they're gonna have like they're setting it up, but like imagine you're just working at a place and the fucking one of the members of the family is just on your ass. Like, bro, just let me work. Leave me alone, you know? Like, I know they have to do this bit to interact, but I'm just saying, like, realistically, if you are, what's his name? Forget his name. If you're bro, you'd be annoyed. He's so short-tempered, though. I will say that. It's like they're driving fucking shifts thing.
เข้าใจหรือเปล่าฮะเร็วๆเร็วๆลีลาเร็ว
I love how like they're acting like it's a big job. There's like one drop of water on the ground. Like, chill. It's not that much work. It will take like 5 seconds to clean.
ให้เหรอให้
Can you stop flirting for 5 seconds, guys? Fucking hell, bruh.
ไก่หมดแล้วคุณถ้าคุณไม่มีอะไรก็กลับบ้านได้แล้วที่เหลือผมจัดการ
Like, bro talking about, oh, by the way, when you work here, we can't sleep together or anything. And then bro just like fucking constantly setting up the vibes. You know what I mean? Like, brother, chill. If you want a professional relationship, don't be so horny.
หมดอะไรลุงเนี่ยลุงทำไมลุงไม่ทำเนื้อให้มันแบนๆล่ะทำไมอ่ะคุณอยากกินไก่แบนเปล่าอ่ะมันจะได้ดูเยอะๆไงเขาก็ทำกันเยอะแยะเหรอลุงถ้าผมคิดแบบนั้นน่ะผมคงไม่ให้คนมาเติมไม่อั้นหลังเที่ยงคืนหรอก
Wait, what do you say? I won't let people eat all they want after midnight. Wait, what?
ถ้าผมคิดแบบนั้นน่ะผมคงไม่ให้คนมาเติมไม่อั้นหลังเที่ยงคืนหรอก
I'm so confused. What? Wait, wait, I'm so confused. What's he saying here? Okay. Why don't you cut it thin? Okay, yeah.
ถ้าผมคิดแบบนั้นน่ะผมคงไม่ให้
I won't let people eat all they want. Wait. What's that got to do with cutting? I'm so confused. Because it's like, it's still the same amount of chicken. So what's the way you cut it got? I'm so, yeah, no, I understand that logic, but I'm just saying, like, what's the cutting it thin or thick got to do with anything? Because it's still the same amount of chicken. I guess it'd take a longer time to cut it thin and do it. I guess whatever. It doesn't matter, but it just confused me. That's that way. Is it all you can eat? When we're saying it would look so it doesn't really matter if it looks like it's a bigger serving because it's all you can eat after midnight. So it's like, what's the point? Yeah, okay.
เอาจริงถ้าเกิดลุงไม่ได้ให้คนเติมแบบไม่อั้นเนี่ยลุงอาจจะได้กำไรเยอะกว่านี้ก็ได้นะลุงไม่ได้ให้คนเติมแบบไม่อั้นเนี่ยลุงอาจจะได้กำไรเยอะกว่านี้ก็ได้
Honestly, I don't think he cares about the profit. Not that he doesn't care about the profit, but I think it's like a thing of like, as long as I can keep the business running and I can live a pretty good life with, like, you know, I can support myself, I'm not going to want to make more and more money. He just seems like, as long as I can live with this and I provide the service.
ยักย้าย
อะไรลุงวันนี้มีทดเวลา
ไปถึงนี่เหรอผมอยากกินคนเดียวมากกว่า ติด
I'm sure you do, bro.
ค่าแรงก็ได้เท่านี้ยังจ่ายค่าเบียร์อีกแล้วก็ไม่เหลือค่าตัวหรอก
Wait, the thing is, how is this guy working here? Doesn't he have like a job, or doesn't he go to uni or something? I don't know. Like, surely he's doing other things in life. How do you have time to work at a chicken shop? Is my thing. I assume he's either a full-time student or like a full-time. He's got a actually he had like a key card, so I think he's like a full-time like salary man type person, like like a corporate worker. So how do you have time to work at a chicken shop, bruh?
รีบกลับบ้านได้แล้วจะกลับแล้วบ๊ายบาย
I guess he probably works 9 to 5, and then at night time he works at a chicken shop. But he was there in the daytime, so I don't know.
ครับคุณก่อนแป๊บนะพี่
Bro is fucking stacked. Look at his arms. Look at his arms, bro. Bro is fucking lean. Sorry.
ขอบคุณนะที่มาช่วยผม
ไม่ต้องขอบคุณหรอกนับว่าเงินไปนะลุง
You know the most unconvincing thing about this character? You know they're trying to convince us that he's like this old-fashioned guy, kind of like a boomer, but then he dresses like the most hipster guy he dresses like any hipster you would see in Melbourne. Like trying to convince me that he's just this old dude that is completely out of touch is just not out of touch, but you know what I mean. Like kind of away from the like culture, as it were, and then he dresses like a hipster. Please, like the rolled up pants, the polo.
ที่มึงเดินมาแล้วมึงมองไม่มีเธอไปเชื่อมันอ่ะอะไรวะอ๋อ
Dresses pretty similar to guys. No, I understand that he does dress like a normal 30-year-old kind of hipstery dude, but like the character they've molded is he's supposedly like very old fashioned, like he has old DVDs and old things and like an old car. That's kind of what I meant. Like the character that they're trying to convince me he doesn't dress like that, is my point.
เธอเชื่อมันนะเชื่อมันจริงเหรอก็กูเห็นมึงมองอยู่เธอบ้าปะไม่ใช่ก็มึงมองอ่ะกูว่ามองทั้งตลาด
I just threw him into the flames and fucking just.
ร้านยังไม่เปิดครับอ๋อลุงจิมอยู่ไหมล่ะครับลุง
Did clock the rich kid? Yeah, you can tell he's like a rich kid, or at least maybe not a rich kid, but he's at least like upper middle class or something. You can just sense the energy from those type of people.
มีอะไรเปล่า
อ๋อพอดีแม่ไปทอดกฐินมาได้ทอง
Like people that have grow up with a certain amount of money have this like energy to them. Like, how do I explain it? It's like this easy confidence and like lightness that they have as humans that people that didn't grow up with that, like, because when you grow up like even like lower middle class and down and working class and all that, you've got this roughness to your character that you can just sense off a mile away.
ทองหยอดมาเต็มเลยนั่งก่อนไปแม่เลยมาฝากให้ลุงช่วย
I think the perfect explanation of someone that grew up well off and someone that grew up maybe like working class or something is someone that grew up well off is their perspective is nothing can go wrong, right? Someone that grew up working class is nothing can go right except sometimes if I really work for it. That's the difference. It's like someone that grew up like rich, quote unquote, is like possibilities are endless. Someone that didn't is like there's only two possibilities, one possibility.
อ๋อเฮียซงมาบอกลุงแล้วแหละแต่ไม่รู้ว่าอะไรยังไงเลยอ่ะเขาเอาถึงไหนแล้วนะ
เขาจะทำถึงแถวตรงตลาดสดมั้งลุง
อ๋อตลาดสด
กินไหม
Wait, I've got a theory. So they're talking about, I think, like some type of like big mall or something. Wait, one sec. Yeah, so like a big food court place being constructed. My theory is Wen is either works for the company or is connected to it, or maybe his family owns like a big company. I don't know. He's connected to this in some way, I feel.
หน้ายังอ่ะ
เล้งจัดการ เหวินนี่ไก่ป่านี่เหวิน
This is so it's like this tension that no one wants to make obvious is there. Like all of them know there's this weird tension going on. I feel like not all of them know the source of the tension, but there's this weird like accepted tension that they all have, and it's just like this weird awkwardness. Oh my god.
เพื่อนลุงเองอ่ะเขาจะมาช่วยงานที่ร้านลุงตอนที่ไอ้ลิมิงมันไม่อยู่
โอ้ลุงแค่นี้บอกผมก็ได้ปะถ้าวันไหนยุ่งๆอ่ะบอก
I think Wen definitely clocked that there's
ร้านก็
something.
ขนาดนั้นส่วนเหวินเองก็คงไม่ได้มาทุกวัน
งั้น
But I will say he is very, very pretty. Wen. I get it. I get him being a simp. Like, I know he doesn't accept that he's a simp yet, but I get it.
แบ่งมานี่ขนาดแบ่งมาที่บ้านยังเหลือเต็มเลย กินด้วยกันไหมครับ
ไม่เป็นไรครับ
This is gonna be an interesting love triangle because like Wen and other Gaiba, I think his name was, they have like this very nice, kind energy about them, both of them. So it's like I'm interested to see how this love triangle is gonna be resolved, because you know sometimes you love triangle you have kind of like combative personalities. These two just seem very like kind of chill. So it's going to be interesting for sure.
ไม่ได้คิดเลยว่ะกูว่ากูจะไปเรียนฟิล์มรังสิตว่ะคือแม่กูบอกว่าสมัครเอกชนไปเลยก็ได้แล้วก็มันไม่ต้องลุ้นส่วนค่าเทอมกูก็กู้เอา
โหแม่งรวยจะกู้ถึงเหี้ยอะไรสัตว์ก๊อฟให้คนในคอมไม่มีอ่ะกู้นู่น
ก็มึงไม่ต้องลำบากแม่กูไง
กูเห็นพวกรุ่นพี่แม่งบอกกู้แล้วชิ่งได้โคตร
So yeah, I think growing up in wealth versus growing up in maybe not poorness, but like a working class kind of family is going to be one of the main themes of this show, because there's been a lot of like conversation about like rich versus poor, you know, like even deciding what you're going to do as a result of like the family you grow up in, or like, do we need to accept bad behavior just because we're poor? Because in the episode 1 where the what was that other guy, you know, the kid where the family where he's helping out and shit, you know, he couldn't really answer back because he was in that position of like lower power. There's like a power imbalance there, right? So he even says like, what? Are they right just because they're rich? So I think that's going to be a big theme in this show.
ลิมิงนี่ฟังลุงอยู่ปะเนี่ยฟังถ้าฟังแล้วก็ช่วยรับคำหน่อย ลุงจะได้รู้ว่ารู้เรื่องลุงเลิกบ่นสักทีได้ปะลุงถามผมสักคำยังอ่ะว่าผมอยากเรียนหรือเปล่าอ่ะ
Right, look, I'm all for people doing what they want to do. You are 16, 17. I'm not asking you if you want to study. Okay, bro? You are going to study, motherfucker. You think this is, bro? Like, look, I'm all for kids doing what they want to do, but like, if you are 16, 17, right, and you don't have a job, you're not an adult, I'm telling you to go fucking study, motherfucker. We're poor, by the way, just so you know. Like, we are poor people. We are working class. You need to get a fucking education. That's how I know I'm getting older, though.
มาเลย เอาไว้นี่นะลุง
เจ๋งมากนะ
Work and travel. Oh, it's like a working holiday visa or something. Bro, he's so combative. Like, he's so, like, just anything anyone says, he takes the wrongest way possible. Like, literally every word that comes out of someone else's mouth, he's just like, oh, you're trying to fucking set me up, aren't you? Or some shit. Like just chill. Just calm down, brother. I know, I'm sure there's some reasoning for it, but like, bro, he's so combative. About the liquor, I didn't know Mum knew you. I thought you could get it. Oh, so he didn't know that she was gonna catch him and it was gonna be a whole thing.
เปิดเสียงหน่อยดิ เนี่ย เอาเดี๋ยวกูเปิดเอง
So I feel like what they're watching is an important, like, it's going to be an important thing, like a mother and a son, because we can see, honestly, you can already clock, I don't know his name. Oh, what's his name? Well, anyway, rich kid, it seems his relationship with his parents is very much, his parents are like, hide him, he's a disgrace on our name type shit, so hide him away from the public eye, just keep him home, because that's what they were talking about in episode 1, where they're like, oh, I didn't even know the general or whatever had a kid. And then other bro is clearly his parents had passed away or maybe abandoned him, I don't know, we don't know, but he's living with his uncle, so one of those things. So I definitely think that relationship is like that. What they're watching is like very like purposeful. Hart, that was his name. So Hart and Li Ming, was it? No. What was his name? Someone said in the chat before. I can't find it now, but it's so obvious though that this is just like a green screen and then they just put in like the footage after the fact. So I repeat, you keep the receipts in case there's a problem. This one's overdue. You must pay at the counter yourself. Don't be late or you miss it. Okay, bro's got bills on bills on bills. Man, that's such a beautiful cat. Actually, wait, let's see. I had this when I was a kid. We had a cat, literally the same brand, but the same what's it called? Breed. That's the word, breed. And you know, I might have talked about this. The cat's name was. This is the most like Turkish thing. Like you name your animals the fucking funniest things. My cat's name. Well, it was my cat, and then my actually, it was originally my cousin's cat. Then it came to our house. Then it went to my grandpa's house. So it was kind of like a family cat. Anyway, his name was Puss Puss. Literally, you know the sound you make with a cat. You're like, pss, pss, pss. Like that was the cat's name, Puss Puss. So the most Turkish fucking name for an animal you could think of.
ว่าเอาไงดีพี่โบพ่อมานะ
Like I had a cousin, one of my cousins in Turkey had this dog, and the dog's name was literally dog, just in Turkish. It was just dog. Literally, that's what everyone just called it, dog. They didn't have a name other than that.
ลุง
Wait, what are these guys
แถ
here?
วท้องอ่ะ
Oh, teen dad.
บอกไม่มีเงินเก็บ แต่เอาเงินไปซื้อบุหรี่เหรอ
บุหรี่ตัวละ4 บาทเองแพลวเลงเครียดปะวะ ก็แค่อยากหายเครียดอ่ะ
แล้วคนอื่นเขาไม่เครียดกันเหรอ
แล้ว4 บาทใช้ไม่ได้เลยใช่ปะ
เออ
เฮ้ยอย่าเพิ่งทะเลาะกัน คิดไปตอนนี้ก็ยังคิดไม่ออกหรอก
I don't think anyone has a more stressful life than Uncle Jimbo. And I know Jimbo's the name of the cat, but I like calling him Uncle Jimbo because I like the guy, so I'm giving him a nickname. Because, like, think about it. Bro is running a business. He's not making that much money. He's got bills on bills. He's giving free chicken away because he's a fucking cares about the community and people, his customers and all that stuff. He's taking care of a nephew that clearly does not fucking appreciate anything he's doing for him and just a brat. I'm sure there's reason behind it, but he's a brat. And he's got some emotional things where he had a one-night stand with someone and he actually likes him, but he can't put himself to accept it and actually, you know, go further with that. So he's got that going on, and now he's got to deal with these two, brother. And then he's got to deal with those rich motherfuckers that like was talking down to him because he doesn't have the money, and so he has to kind of like, you know, soothe their feeling. Like, bro is going through it, you know.
เรื่องบ้างแพลวพ่อแม่รู้ยังครับ
Wait, what did he buy? Oh, did he buy a ring for? No.
ว่าขาไม่ตรงนะเว้ย
I was gonna say, did he buy a ring for those two so that they could get married or something, like to help out? I don't know. Like, why else would he go to a jewelry shop?
แต่มันไม่เป็นไรหรอกมั้งได้อยู่
Oh, so he does. Okay, so he does work in the mall in this place.
เฮ้ยอ่ะกินข้าวปะเฮ้ยไปเลย
So he's probably connected. He is connected to that food court thing. Then I think
โอเค
that they were talking about. You missed. He was gonna. Oh, so he sacrificed. Okay.
มาทำอะไรอะลุงซื้อของอะจะเสร็จแล้วเดี๋ยวก็จะกลับละแล้วคุณอะลุงกินข้าวด้วยกันปะ
Honestly, I feel like Uncle Jimbo is the perfect example of like what I call toxic niceness. And what do I mean by that? The thing is, I always say, if being kind and nice is impacting you negatively, then you should be taking care of yourself first. Because like it's not that you can't be nice if you can't take care of yourself, but it's one of those things is like, if I can't help myself first and I'm helping other people to my own detriment, then there's a line there. I think you can help people, obviously, but like, it's one of those things where I feel like he needs to figure his own, like he needs to fucking take care of himself first and then take care of other people. Because bro, yeah.
ผมนึกว่าคุณทำงานที่ห้างเราจะกินข้าวที่ห้างทุกวันสิ
โอ้โหกินที่ห้างใครจะตายมื้อละต้อง100-200กินทุกมื้ออ่ะไม่มีตังค์เก็บพอดี
How much is 200 baht? I'm just curious, like contextually, like what would be there? What would be there? Like, what would they consider expensive for a meal? It's so cheap. Like, that's so cheap. I know contextually it might be different to how prices are in Thailand. I don't know in the context of Thailand, but in the context of Australia, it's so cheap. 200 baht, $9 or $10, I think it was, for a meal is so cheap. Like, that's insane. Like if I pay $10 for a meal to buy something to eat somewhere, I'm like, oh, that's a steal. That's a steal in Sydney.
แต่ท่าทางคุณนี่ก็เงินเดือน
ปล่อยป่ะลุง
Because like for like anything simple in Sydney specifically, like just let's say you get a kebab, a drink, maybe some chips or something, that's minimum $30. Minimum. Like it's like 26 to 32 bucks, depending on where you go. If you go to like a big like shopping center or a mall, it's got to be at least, that's going to be like 40 bucks, I reckon. It's like 18 bucks just for a kebab these days.
ไม่มากินหรอกไอ้เล้งมาซื้ออะไรมาผมก็กินที่ร้านเอา ได้แล้วเหวิน
ขอบคุณครับพี่นี่ฮะครับขอบคุณ
The thing about being like a business owner or like working at a food place is like everyone thinks, oh, you get free meals all the time and you just eat it. But the thing is, when you work at a food place, because my family owns a kebab shop, pizza/kebab shop, and you know, when I was working there, I just could physically not eat kebabs and pizza anymore. Like I just couldn't eat them. I just couldn't. Even the smell of them just made me have trauma. So it's like when you work at somewhere where food is involved, you just will not eat that food after a certain point. Because like every day you come back home and you smell like pizza and kebabs and you're just like, fuck those. The smell, the taste, fuck it all.
พรุ่งนี้มาอุดหนุนใหม่นะ
อยากไปเวิร์กเหรอ
อยากไปอเมริกาพี่ หรือว่าประเทศอะไรก็ได้ที่มันใช้เงินน้อยๆอ่ะ
แล้วทำไมไม่เดินเข้าไปคุยอ่ะ
คุยไม่รู้เรื่องดิ อเมริกากับออสเตรเลียเหรอ
No, he's come to Australia.
พี่เลือกได้พี่จะไปไหนอ่ะ
Australia.
จริงแล้วมันก็แล้วแต่เราอ่ะ แล้วก็แล้วแต่เงินในกระเป๋าอ่ะ แต่ถ้าเกิดเป็นพี่นะพี่จะต้องสัญญาไว้
There's gonna be Australia versus America conversation soon.
เพราะมันดูน่าสนใจกว่า
No, it's not, bro. Australia's better than America. Let's just be straight. Let's be straight up. We got cleaner food. We got cleaner air. We got more beautiful sights. Okay, your cities might be cooler, like New York and shit, but Australia's better. Let's be straight up. And we don't have a fucking fascist as our leader, so let's.
อันนึงอ่ะมีญาติอยู่
เอาเหรอ งั้นถ้าผมมีอะไร ใช้กูเป็นเบสเลยนะมึงอ่ะ
Honestly, I think this is like interesting. Their relationship, because it's like I think why Hart, that was his name, is like spending time with this guy a lot is because I think he's being treated like an equal for the first time probably since he went deaf, because we do know he became deaf after an accident or something like that. I can't remember the exact specifics. But his parents seem to treat him kind of like an invalid almost, you know, like someone that's not like a functioning human. And where what's bro's name? I'm blanking on his name right now. Kind of just treats him like any other fellow teenager, you know. Yeah, I thought so. It was, yeah. So it's kind of like a shame thing, I feel like, you know. You're kind of hiding him away. This is a very rich people thing to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I was getting those vibes from episode 1 anyway, especially like the scene that stood out most to me, which I talked about in episode 1 reaction, was the way when he was trying to sign, when they were having that conversation with Uncle Jimbo and him and the parents, she kind of puts down his hands.
ไม่ใช่เรื่องของมึง
ซองใครอ่ะเนี่ย
Also, you got him a necklace.
ซื้อไว้ให้มึงอ่ะเอาไว้ขอแพลว
จริงปะเนี่ย
Okay, so it's something to do with the marriage. I thought he was going to get a ring, but necklace.
เราอย่าไปขายแดกละมึง
ลุงขอบคุณนะ
ไอ้เล้งจะ
ให้
ให้
รางวัลลุงไง
รางวัลหาอะไรกูไม่เอา
He's like, get the fuck off me, brother.
ดูเฉยนั่งที่ไอ้เล้ง
แล้วลุงอ่ะยังไง
Huh? He's clocked it. He clocked it. Well, it's hard not to clock, bro. You gotta be blind not to see what's going on with those two, even if they don't say anything to each other.
ทะลึ่งแล้วมึงไงเลย
They're basically eye fucking each other every 5 seconds.
ฮัลโหลว่าไงมึง มึงว่าอะไรนะ
Wait, what's going on? Oh. Oh wait, what the fuck? Didn't mean to do that. Episode 4. I mean, episode 2, part 4. Episode 4. Oh. Okay.
เฮ้ยมึงเดี๋ยวแค่นี้ก่อน
Yeah, why are you driving behind me, bro?
เฮ้ยพี่เป็นไรเปล่า
คุณเป็นไรหรือเปล่า
This seems like a setup, bro. I don't trust these guys.
เป็นไรบ้างเนี่ยเจ็บไหมนี่ขาหักเปล่าไม่รู้นี่คุณจะถอยรถ
Oh, this seems like a setup, bro. This seems like, because I've seen this. Like, you know when you like sometimes you're driving and like people will just stop fully to get you to hit from behind, because if you hit from behind you're automatically at fault in Australia. I don't know how it is in other countries. So they will do that type of shit. So I know like this is a thing that happens in Australia even.
ทำไมไม่ดูคนก่อนเปิด
เฮ้ยพี่ถ้าเกิดจะคิดค่าเสียหายพี่คิดเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
เอามาให้ผม 3,000 เลยผมจะรีบไป
The best way to do it is just threaten to call the insurance company and they will immediately get shit. But you could bluff them and just be like, okay, I'm gonna call the insurance company now. And they'll run. Like, it's so obvious this is a scam, but I guess if you're good natured, like if you're very innocently good natured, you just don't think other people are gonna act in certain ways. I'm so distrusting of other humans that my immediate thought to any action is this is a scam or this person's going to try to hurt me. That's my automatic response to things. When you grow up in Sydney, that's just kind of how you need to live. Because, yeah.
ลุงประกันเขาว่าไงบ้างอะคือพี่เขารีบอะเขาบอกให้เราจ่ายให้เขาก่อนแล้วก็ให้เราไปเคลียร์กับประกันเอาอะ
แล้วเขาอยากได้เท่าไหร่
3,000
3,000
Was that $300?
เดี๋ยวผมจ่ายให้ก่อนเลย
What was that, $300? I think so. $140, which is still a crazy amount if you think if they consider like paying $10 for a meal like expensive as. So that's a lot of money, I guess, contextually.
คุณไปบอกเขาว่ารอแป๊บนึง
That's the thing. That's the worst. Like that's the one thing when you're watching like foreign shows is like you can't really contextualize what's a lot of money, not enough, like what's not a lot of money, because it's very different between countries, you know?
ดิทำไมไม่พออ่ะไอ้แจ๊คคดีแม่งส่งไฟล์ผิดแน่เลยส่งไฟล์ผิดเหรอแม่งเลยนะมาใช้ผ้าดำได้ปะ
What work does this man do? I'm just so curious.
ไม่ได้จริงเลยวะมันต้องไปแปะข้างในบอกว่าได้ปะ
Maybe he's like a decorator or something? I don't know.
ว่าถ้าเกิดมันทำตอนที่มันมืดอะก็ยังได้อยู่เพราะเราต้องทำส่ง
Yeah, maybe he's like an interior designer or something. Or interior decorator or some shit. The beers, of course.
คือเป็นมาเองเลยมาเองเลยครับอ๋อ
Like, I know that the whole... Like, the beer is part of the plot and it's, like, important to the plot. But could you imagine continuously buying the same beer every single time you want to have a beer? That's crazy work.
ได้ครับ
ไม่แต่งงานดูเนี้ยบกว่าที่คิดเลยนะครับเนี่ย
ขอบคุณครับคุณเบนแต่ขอโทษทีครับนี่มันช้าไปหน่อยอะ
ผมขอไลน์ไว้หน่อยได้ไหมครับ
ไล่ผมเหรอ
ใช่ เปิดให้
No.
ทำงานกันต่อ
Jealous? Jealous? Right, it's your fault for not, like... It's your fault, bro. You gotta claim the guy before someone else claims him. What, you know, you've only got a certain time limit. At a certain point, it's your fault. Oh, you idiots. Fucking idiots, bro. Both of them are just so dumb. Just... Ah! And it's only episode 2, bro. I feel this is going to be an annoying ride for me. Fun, but annoying. Oh, fine. Okay, I thought it was going to be like a misunderstanding. Not misunderstanding, but a moment where they just kind of like don't talk to each other for whatever reason because they both have their own misunderstanding of the situation, but they're having a conversation straight after, so.
คงเหมือนเบียร์ป่ะลุง
เบียร์หวานไปเลย
หน้ากินทุกวันเลย
Honestly, you know, the way they started their relationship, I felt like the energy was going to be very like, you know, very like dark and intimate and like, you know, that kind of like, I don't know. I did think it was going to be a bit more of a toxic vibe show, but honestly, even though they started with just absolutely fucking the shit out of each other, it's odd. Their relationship's oddly soft.
ผมกินเบียร์เพราะว่าผมอยากเมา
โอเคลุงเข้าใจละคนมันยังไม่ใช่อ่ะเนาะขอโทษนะครับที่ทำให้อึดอัดอะ
ผมโอเค เดี๋ยวคุณก็จะโอเค
Like you know, there's a type of tension. Like they're having a normal conversation, but the looks on their face is like they're mid fuck. Like it's crazy to me. The tension is just like so thick between these two. Like they could be talking about fucking the weather, and it looks like they're on the verge of being inside one. Am I wrong though? Mm-mm. I definitely feel like though Uncle Jimbo definitely has some like massive trauma. I feel like with relationships, which is why he's so pushing back so hard on like being or going steady with someone. Because we know that it seems he's quite a fuckboy. Because like even before, the other guy with the curly hair was saying, you know, be serious in your relationships for once. So it seems he's kind of like been doing one night stands and shit, but like this is a breath of fresh air. This show, he was talking about GoPro, saying he should pick one of them. Ah, okay, that makes sense. But like this show is such a breath of fresh air because it's like it starts with they know they have feelings for one another. It's established what's happening. Now it's just kind of working through, I guess, their issues and their traumas and the problems in their life so that they can have a healthy relationship, I feel like. So it's really a breath of fresh air. Is that it? It's a preview for your next episode. I'm not watching that. Okay. So that was episode 2 of what's that fucking show? What's this show called? Moonlight Chicken. So I will for my next stream, I will do episodes 3 and 4. Like I was going to do episode 3, but I don't want it to be uneven. You know what I mean? Because there's 8 episodes, so I want to do 2 episodes each time. So we'll end it here, and then next time we'll do episodes 3 and 4. I'm not sure when that's probably going to be. Like today is Saturday today, so tomorrow we're going to do some maybe like Monday I will stream again. I'm not sure. Anyway, that was my reaction. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.